Part two. By the way, today is January the 6th. It's a Monday.
Seventh.
Oh, yeah, 7th? Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Today is January the 7th, 2025. And just focusing on this,
Hmm.
I I want to add the age of our planet, 4.6 billion 2025, I want to say. Uh, that's
Hmm.
emphasizing our planet. Um, Another thing is the word January is related to the Roman god Janus. The-
Oh, wow.
He was the god of transitions, changes from one point to another. That was
Yeah.
of changes, of transitions. Um,
Hmm.
so very interesting. So I just wanted to mention that. And and
And
pardon?
yes, I was just adding the calendar that we use in this English calendar. It's actually based on the Roman calendar, I guess. The
Yes.
Roman culture, isn't it?
Yes, March
Yeah.
coming from Mars, the war of God, uh,
Yeah.
the God of war. Sorry,
Yeah.
it was,
God of
and why is it September, the seventh month? September is not
ninth
the seventh
month.
month. Yes, but it means the seventh month
Oh,
because
Yes, yes, yes. SEPT, yes,
yeah,
September, yes.
October is the eighth month, November
Yeah.
10th month. Why? Because March was the first month. Uh,
Ah,
Okay, so that's related. By the way, um, um, after our today's initial, thoughts, etc., um, when we come together again, we can talk. We can prepare and talk about how Earth is received in various cultures, in shamanism,
yes. That's
in
a
various,
wonderful inclusion. I should point it down.
yeah, and
How
how
art is taken as different cultures.
in
Yes.
various religions, for example.
Religions and indigenous
Etc.
cultures, maybe.
Exactly, exactly. So
Yes.
that we can include later on. Um,
Yes.
Now, at this point, feel and think, think that I should add a few things. Um,
Definitely.
um, uh, uh, the word civilization or civilization, um, there are three uh, kinds of approach to the word.
Three kinds of approach. Hmm.
One is positive,
Hmm.
one is negative, the other one is neutral. Positive, saying that civilization is something good in itself,
Hmm.
one thing. But negative, when Western imperialism brought their civilization
Hmm.
to Africa, Asia, etc., South America, that had negative effects. So there was a negative consequences. That
Hmm.
there may be, I don't know, some positive things as well, but largely a lot of massacres, etc., etc. So,
Yes.
for example, in the United States, there is a journal which is against civilization, and they are in favor. They were in favor of using a different word, and to my knowledge, they have not offered a different word. Now, my use of civilization is a neutral one. I do
Hmm.
not attach a positive uh, adjective to my understanding of civilization.
Like not extreme positive, not extreme
For
negative.
instance,
There is a middle point. Yeah.
it simply means a complex mechanism, a
Yeah.
complex. economic, political, social, cultural mechanism.
Hmm.
Okay. And despite its negative side or positive side, I still find the word civilization or civilization a usable and useful word, a term. And then the Earth civilization. Now, I am not the first person. For thousands of years, millions of Earthmates have wanted a global society.
Ah, an
Uh,
inclusive global
yes,
society.
uh,
Hmm.
the Greek philosopher, thinker, and performer. He was the first performer in the sense of performance art. Diogenes
Hmm.
uh, in today's Turkey. He was born part of Greece then. And for example, um, he carried a candle in daylight, and
Hmm.
they said, "Come on, there is already sunshine. Why are you carrying a candle? You know, a little burning candle?" And he said, "I'm looking for a human being, a decent human being."
Ah,
So
wonderful.
now that was the birth of the performance art, I think. You know, performance art is considered to be a 20th century invention in theater, but it goes way back to Diogenes at least, and I'm sure many other wise people whose names we do not know, at least I do not know. And then we have uh, a lot of wise people, and including Immanuel Kant, and then H.G. Wells, etc. And and towards that, of course, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, that has been an important achievement. Still not duly respected in our days, unfortunately.
Hmm.
Um, so Earth we an Earth civilization is already in progress. I did not start it in 2013. It had been in progress for thousands of years. I simply added a name because I Googled in 2013 and I did not see the words Earth and civilization together. How interesting. So it's just a name. It's good to have a name. Now, one more thing. Today, at least 1 billion people on our planet want the same thing, a peaceful global society, and they are working for it.
Yeah,
We are working for it.
global society. Yes.
And that I call Earth civilization synergy. People who are not aware of one another, who we do not know one another mostly, we can never have time to meet. But all the good things people have been doing, are doing, lead to create a synergy, constructive,
Hmm.
positive, and we cannot measure it. Uh, no problem. We don't have to measure it. We don't have to measure everything. But this is important. And um, our network is small, and I want to keep it small to begin with, because we are as a pioneer group.
Hmm.
Those who are interested may visit our mother website. I want to call it earthcivilization.net.
Hmm.
It's
Hmm.
our
Hmm.
mother website, and if the thoughts there, ideas there are useful for other Earthmates, they are welcome to take those ideas and create their own circles, Earth civilization circles, etc. And just as a um, just as COVID the COVID virus spread very fast. A good idea may also spread fast. You know, not only bad things, but good things can also spread. So w- um, our effort our synergic platform as the Earth Civilization Network aspires to be a good example that can be easily, simply copyable, and that
Hmm.
become a good role model as a
Yes.
and and it is not an official thing. I mean, it's a friendship platform and nothing financial, uh,
Hmm.
etc., etc. So, uh, so thanks to social media, thanks to mass communication possibilities, good things can spread. Those that are good for humanity can spread. Um, so that I wanted to mention these things. Um, now,
Definitely.
um,
Very insightful.
and another thing is that, for example, for years I thought, um, what kind of an organization is necessary? What can be done? And here is an important thing. No organization can be sufficient. And our Earth Civilization Network is not an alternative organization. It is a complementary, completing movement. That is, there are already wonderful organizations on Earth. The United Nations, despite all its problems, UNESCO, UNICEF, um, Pan International, um, anti-slavery movement, Greenpeace, animal rights, etc. These are all wonderful. Every one of them is necessary. But two things are lacking. One, there is no cooperation among them.
Yeah.
Okay, they focus on a single part of life when life is multidimensional. Another thing is, though friendships do come up in these organizations, usually these organizations function or they work necessarily aiming a topic, for example, peace, or against slavery, against this or that. These are specific areas. And then people focus, volunteers, activists focus on those goals, wonderful energies. But these people do not know one another as friends. There is no, uh, as if being personal is not a good thing. Uh, whereas, in,
Yeah.
whereas in
Oh,
our synergic platform, we are personal. We are being personal. We are, I call it a social personal gatherings together.
true.
Because without being personal, how can there be friendship? How can there be friendship?
Yes, we have our own individuality, and then
Exactly.
we are also, yes,
Yes,
gathering with
true. And
others' individualities.
exactly.
Yes.
And that's what you have experienced in our, at our cafe, Earthmates Cafe, right? I mean,
Hmm.
each person. And we do not discuss. We share our thoughts and ideas and we learn and we think. Um,
Hmm.
because discussing brings egos to the forefront. I'm
Ah,
wrong. And then
yes.
I never discuss in my life. I listen, I think. If I am asked, I say something. If I need to say something, I say it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't care if it is accepted or not. Maybe I'm wrong, you see.
Hmm.
Um, so this atmosphere, so just this
Very interpersonal, like very
exactly,
healthy interpersonal point of view that you took up. Like, if I am needed to share some views, I will share some views, but we don't discuss. Just discussing actually mirrors our egos on point. So
exactly.
yes,
Yes.
wonderful.
So and I think, and one more thing. um, the word radical is misunderstood. I am a radical.
Hmm.
I am a radical
Hmm.
because radical means in connection to the roots,
Hmm.
in connection to the roots. I am
Is
deeply,
this similar? I'm so sorry to interrupt. I just had a one small question. Like, uh, with similarity to with an accordance like this similarity, does it have any connection with conventionalism or traditionalism? The radical.
um, w- one can be a traditional radical or a traditionalist radical. These are all, life is full of interesting combinations. Uh,
Yeah.
but the thing is, for example, when the word radical is used, unfortunately, many people have the idea of violence, extreme,
Yeah.
extreme application, etc. No. For example, I'll tell you something very radical.
Hmm.
Softness. Softness is radical.
Yeah.
Because life
Hmm.
is full of cruelty,
Hmm.
okay, violence. So
Hmm.
where cruelty and violence is common, life,
Hmm.
softness is radical. It is, it aims to change through the roots. It addresses the roots, not surface,
Yeah. It
but the
has it has a power to melt down all the
yes,
rigid part.
exactly,
Yes.
exactly. And in the Chinese culture, Lao Tse, 2,500 years ago, uh, he's one of my favorite philosophers. He said, um, living tree or living, with bands, etc., flexible,
Mm.
but a dead tree
The founder
is
of
broken.
Taoism, right?
Pardon? Yes,
Yes, the
the
founder
founder
of
of,
Taoism. Yes,
exactly,
yeah, I read
exactly,
about him. Yes.
exactly. So, uh, uh, in the process of the Earth civilization movement, network
Mm.
movement or synergy, all these wonderful sources are
Mm.
our roots. So
Mm.
being radical, and in this case, is related to good traditions as well.
Mm.
Uh, so, uh, so getting rid of uh, uh, rigid dilemmas, rigid,
Rigid dilemmas,
yes,
dogmatic, yes,
yeah,
concepts.
yes. That's the first thing, and that is why in Turkey, I'm sorry to say, philosophy is no longer taught in high schools because Erdogan's government does not want philosophy. They want people like robots who will obey to authority, who claims to be acting on behalf of
Questioning.
divine power.
Ah, they
Let's
are doing more of authoritarian activities.
yes, that's important. Whoever talks about a divine power, when
Mm.
that person is in power, there is danger because we're seeing similar things now in Israel. For example, Netanyahu
Yeah.
says he's acting uh, on behalf, in harmony with a divine power. But beliefs are different, and Taliban does the same thing. They do the same thing.
In
So
Afghanistan.
yes,
Mm.
so dogmas, and that's why I prefer not to have any beliefs. I have no
Mm.
beliefs
Mm.
because I'm afraid of beliefs. Uh,
Yeah.
Sometimes they may be good, but for example, take George W. Bush. He
Mm.
always started when he was president. he always started his sentences with, I believe. I don't care what you believe. What do you think?
Yeah.
And in science books, this is an invitation. Now, this is an invite to scientists all over the world. I feel hurt when I see the word believe in a science book. A scientist does not believe,
Hmm.
not believe, thinks, assumes, concludes, temper.
Yeah, yes, true, true, true. Because it's a process only. Like if we
Yes,
start if we start using the word belief, then it's a stagnant thing and it's a fixative thing. And there is no point of thinking then. There is
that's
no
right.
point of flow then. Yes.
Exactly. So this is among my life principles. I have never used the word believe. I never say I believe. I never said that. Even in my childhood, I remember my life.
Mhm.
Uh, so uh, yes. I think that what Socrates did in his time we are doing now. And every now and then, some people who questioned the basic value judgments.
Yes,
Back
true.
of that.
Mm.
What is this? What is that? What is that? The basics. Uh, and philosophy is something everybody does actually
Mm.
without being aware, but some of us work on it, thinking um, better and better and trying to improve ourselves.
Yes.
And we knew that. One more thing is about 10 years ago, I made up a word in English, phylactosopher. It's a new word in English. Uh,
Mm.
phylactosopher means somebody who likes to act. Uh,
As per his philosophical
yes,
path.
yes, phylactosopher. Actually, the word philosopher used to have this meaning, but it lost that meaning.
Yeah.
uh, People who do philosophy or teach philosophy at universities, um, they are also philosophers. But how about real life, acting in real life, such as what Seneca did?
Yes, like applying them in your real life. That you have to start acting upon them. Or
That's
why
right.
only having philosophies? You
True.
have to start actually act you have to start taking one path and acting upon that and applying that towards society, towards your surroundings, so that you can actually understand that this philosophy is really workable or not.
Exactly. Exactly. And
Mm.
that's why um, using the word philosopher may be a good thing. Um,
Yeah.
so I think now I have explained all the important points to me regarding
Mm.
the Earth civilization uh, project, the concept of that, the declaration I wrote
Yes.
in 2013, and the network we formed together, co-founded, and the process and the vision. And then I also find the word goal path important. Um, every religion is a goal path. There is a goal and a path, but not
Hmm.
every goal path is a religion. Um,
Yeah.
Taoism, I think, is not a religion, is it?
It's a philosophy, not a
Yes,
religion. Yeah,
true.
it's
It's a goal path.
goal path.
Yes, it's good, isn't it, to say goal path? There's a goal
Yeah.
and a path. And so the Earth civilization movement this is a goal path, a goal, a better world society, and a path interaction, dialogue, constructive approach, positive attitude, etc. So
Hmm.
now I have, I think, finished my presentation about the network and my approach, my mentality, how I, you know, Okay.
Yes.
So now we can go back to our planet and experience. Um, uh, um, uh, what else would you like to express? You asked me a question, and I tried to answer it, but then I deviate. I think I went to another thing. But
Hmm. But
um,
those discussions were really, really useful and nice, enriching ones.
okay, thank you,
I appreciate. I appreciate.
thank you,
Definitely.
thank you.
Mm,
Um, Now,
how?
yes,
Yes,
how can we improve our relationship with Earth, with our planet?
exactly.
What?
Uh, to improve our relationship with our planets, again,
Excuse
on
me,
one
excuse
part.
me, excuse me. The door. Sorry. Um, yes. How can we improve our relationship with our planet?
There are many things that come uh, with in accordance with our relationship, our better relationship, harmonious relationship with our planet. But what I think, and I want to requote you, like the way you said, like we should not be stagnant with our belief system, but we have to come out of that comfort zone and start to think like how and why we do one thing that we do, or how and why uh, the art is actually sustainable for us, and how it is like sustaining all these things and also going on in its own evolving process and rotation and other things. So we have to start thinking on many levels, not only this. And when we start thinking, I believe that we get ways out of that, and we can act towards that. Second point is building kindness, and in my view, or what I think, that we are not having the we have to reduce the ownership tag, that earth is only ours, only we have to evolve, not other creatures or other elements. We have no responsibility over that, but only for ourselves, and being very self-centered with human beings only. We have to reduce that. Then only we have the power to build an empathetic integrity with all the creatures, with all the all the things. And then how we gain the power of understanding others' pains too, like human pains too, because otherwise we are not doing that thing. We just only tell that we understand and we sympathize. And third is, of course, making us more aware, or educate, like making us more educate about the things, that how um, how we can do good use of energies or resources to make it a better place. At least start from our local place, and we can create a change. We can inspire other peoples, maybe our state, then our country, nationalities. This is how the change should be going on, because we have to start somewhere, and we have to come out of our belief system, and rigid belief system, basically the rigid belief system which stops us to think, actually, which doesn't actually make us I guess flexible enough, because we if we're rigid and we consider that this is the only thing, then our ego is again speaking. It's not our humility that is speaking. It's not the pure qualities that we are having within ourselves that's speaking. So we start think, we learn, we relearn, and we use all these things. I guess it will be a better habitable place then, and we can build a good harmonious relationship with our nature, our mother earth. And we always know it is always at our service, it is nurturing us from the moment it has been created, because life can sustain here. So it has ways to, pay us back, or maybe rewarding us in many ways. It will better thrive and reward us in many ways.
True. Wow. Thank you. Um, a fine example, a role model is Bruce Benson, our Earthmate from Canada. He's the author of the book The Embrace, and he's the creator, designer of uh, the flag of humanity, which,
Oh, wow.
with his permission, we use on our website, website. That's the earth handed to smaller hands,
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things he does is each year he goes to a certain country and picks garbage, collects garbage for 40 days. And these days he's in Guatemala. And he has sent us photos with collected garbage with young volunteers. And he also promotes the flag of humanity. And he thinks every country should have uh, the national flag and the flag of humanity. That's his wonderful project, and he has been working on it. And
Wow.
when we met about
Incredible.
yeah, when more than about 10 years ago, I said, yes, great, let's get together. The same uh, goal path,
Aspirations.
aspiration.
Yes.
Yes, yes, and the thing is, um, everybody can do more and better, but
Hmm.
most of us block ourselves. Most of us complain and expect solutions from higher authorities.
Exactly, exactly. Wow, this is such a synchronicity of my thoughts. I mean, wonderful that you picked up this. We are so complaining in nature, so complaining. People at least complain one time, we can see that thing. Two times, we can see that thing. But many people are in their lives, they're so unsatisfied, so dissatisfied, they're so prone to look at the negatives that they're continuously in complaining energy. That doesn't help.
True.
They just
They are unable to criticize. Unable to
ex-
criticize. Complaining is not criticizing.
exactly.
Criticizing means you have a view, you have
Yes.
data, you have hopefully an alternative, an idea
Yeah.
about the
Yes.
solution,
Yes. Yes. It's a
and
very constructive thing.
yes, and an effort, an
An
effort.
effort. Yes.
No trying to understand, no responsibility, no effort, complain. What's that? Why should I respect that attitude?
Exactly. That's true.
So
Very, very true.
great.
I
And
completely agree with that.
so we are about to put a comma, not a full stop. Our
Ah, put a
conversation,
comma. Yes, that was a nice tagline.
let's put a
Yeah.
comma. And this is the first topic, the earth. The second topic, which we agreed on, is love. And the third topic will be solidarity. And uh, uh, the French Revolution Egalite, liberté, égalité, fraternité,
Hmm.
uh, uh, liberty, equality, fraternity. Maybe now a better trio is Earth, love, solidarity. Uh, maybe. Um, um, so the next time we come together, we can
Yes.
also mention um,
Indigenous cultures and different
but
cultures have their
we
traditions
can,
with art.
yes, especially in your area, you are more familiar with Hinduism, Buddhism, and other, you know, cultures.
Yes.
And I can say perhaps a few things about uh, Zarathustra, Avesta.
Zoroastrianism.
Yes, and maybe I need to learn, of course, a little bit about uh,
Of
Judaism
course.
and
We need to study, we need to learn
yes,
more.
but we can mention those, and uh, and then after that, we will have concluded the first topic,
Yeah.
open to our improvements and open to other contributions of.
Yes.
Yes, great. Thank you.
Exactly.
We are together.
Maybe next day we can definitely have a like this much of, as we have already decided a topic, kind of a genre, and also other district, like other contribution from that part, like sub themes and themes. From the theme we are going towards the sub themes, we might have an elongated session. um
Yes.
yes,
Let's
I will be well prepared with a little bit of study for three
great,
four days more now, and yes, we
good,
will learn and we will have our inputs over that.
great,
It,
great.
it is going to be an interesting sector.
Yeah, yeah,
Basically I'm a student of philosophy now, so yes,
great.
yeah, that's why
You're a philosopher.
I really want to become a philosopher, because yes, the view I feel like I'm connected to, I try to act upon that view.
Yes, and you have
Like
a group,
I don't,
a
yes,
group of which I'm
not a
also a member.
group, but actually there
Community.
are many philosophies around the world, and everything that is a subject is a philosophy of science, philosophy of human
Yes,
behavior, everything, philosophy of psychology also, so many things. But any philosophical pathway, I might not feel connected with a large part of philosophical views, but that doesn't make us, bound to be like I am I'm bad mouthing about that or something. I'm not having that view, because I now know how I want to think and how I am thinking, and try to actually mold my activities, because I'm studying that. I'm learning about that. I'm trying to actively do that in my life also. Like how I learned from this, these should be somewhat my lessons for now, and how I can actually set my goals according to this.
wonderful,
How I can do some, yes, a little bit contribution, but I just want to actively do one thing at least, which
wonderful.
I'm following.
Okay, see
Yes,
you next time.
definitely.
Okay, we are
Yes.
together.
Till then,
Yeah,
let's
we're
take care
together.
of ourselves.
Yeah.
Yes, we will. Definitely, definitely.
Dear Earthmate,
Namaste. Have a wonderful
namaste.
day ahead.
You too. Dear Earthmate, this is the first part of our topic, Earth, our home planet. Thank you for being with us. We are together.
Yes, we